this... Tears start to glide down her cheeks. I just want to help you, Yuri. Yuri looks down at her sleeve. I can see dark red stains forming in the cotton. She didn't clean her cuts. I reach down towards her sleeve. Her other hand quickly launches onto mine. Mark! Please, trust me. She slowly exhales, then hesitantly releases her grip on my arm. I slowly roll up her sleeve. Now that I'm this close, I can see the damage. This poor girl has completely mangled her arm. Lines upon lines of cuts all in a row. Some new, some old. Some shallow and some dangerously deep. Do you have a first aid kit? Yuri nods, then stands up. I get up, and she takes me to the bathroom. Whew. Okay. I wake up and check the time. 10:40 AM. It's Saturday, so usually I could relax after such a stressful week. Unfortunately, that's not the case, considering the events that occurred yesterday. Yeah, but what do you mean 2 days? I spent a week at the literature club already, so how the hell what do you mean 2 days? I've known you for 2 days. That's bullshit. I've learned her for 6 days now. I've known her for 6 days now. I mean, it's still not a lot, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot more than just 2 days. With Natsuki's home situation and Sayori avoiding me... What do you mean Sayori avoiding me? Where did that come from? Not to mention those mysterious texts I got. And of course Yuri. After I helped her clean her cuts, it was getting late. Excuse me. I felt it would be best to go home, as I feared Yuri may implode from anxiety. Before I left, however, I asked her if she would like to go out today. I told her about a fairly new cafe that opened in downtown, and she said she would like to go. I guess I should start getting ready then. I sit atop my bed and look through the window. Yeah, also like a thing to help is would just give her my phone number, so that she can call if she feels the urge to do something like that again. Which is actually a tip that I read on a website, because when I played the original game for the first time, first of all, I was completely shocked. But after I had calmed down from that, I decided to do some research on self-harm and like what you can do to help people that are suffering from it. Because I was very interested to see what you could do as an outsider, you know. Because of things that Yuri said, and also that thing that I saw in other mods in Blue Skies, for example, where, you know. And also with things that Sayori said, where you think that, you know, she doesn't want your help because she feels like people are wasting their time on you, you know? So I was very curious to, like, what can you do as an outsider to, you know, to help with someone that's going through that. And I can't remember all of the tips because it's been quite a while since I read it, but one of the things I do remember is that you can leave them, like, if they're comfortable with that, of course, if they're comfortable with being around you, you can leave your phone number for them, and then, you know, when they feel the urge to cut themselves or do something like that, then before they do it, then they can call you. And then, you know, when you're getting called just randomly, then they can explain like, oh, I need to talk to you. And then you immediately, you know, like, okay. And then, you know, you can talk just talk. Doesn't really have to be about anything. Just talk, I believe is what it says. Just make them feel comfortable and, you know, just distract their mind. Just have some fun things to talk about or just share things, listen, stuff like that. So, you know, that's something that, you know, I could do too for Yuri. Like, if you feel the urge, you can give me a call and we can talk. And if the urge is after that still there, then there's not much I can do about that. Then that's also something I read. Because, like, one of the tips you can try to, like, stop it is when you feel the urge to cut yourself, you should try to stop. Or you should try to prolong it for as long as possible. And then eventually you should, and then I'm gonna do it in the I'm gonna wait 5 minutes and then I'm gonna do it. And then after those 5 minutes, I'm gonna wait 5 more minutes. And you're gonna try to make it as long as possible. And after a moment, when you really, after those, like after, I don't know, an hour, I'm just saying or whatever. After an hour and you still want to cut yourself, then it's okay. So because you shouldn't like fight it too much or something. It's just, something like that. Which is a bit like also a bit, well, not necessarily scary, but it's a bit like you have to, when you're helping someone that's going through that, it's also a bit something that you really have to understand very clearly, that sometimes it is okay to allow them to do it because they're finding a ridiculously large urge or a very large part of themselves, so that the coping mechanism is for some people what it is, and something that they've known for a lifetime maybe, and they're trying to change it so that doesn't happen overnight. So you know, it is okay for time to time to fall back in to come back to it, as long as in the big picture they're still making progress, you know. And that's something that mostly shocked me, that I was mostly surprised by, that you sometimes just have to just say, like, if you still want to, after half an hour after delaying the inevitable, essentially, after half an hour, you still want to cut yourself, then it's like, okay, it's fine. You can go ahead and do it because you've done everything you possibly can for today, essentially, you know? Like, I do understand that not everybody can totally understand. Not that nobody can understand it, but you need to really like be prepared, or at least read about it, stuff like that, or like be prepared, I guess, to deal with it yourself mentally, because of course not that you have to be there when that happens, but when you see somebody hurting themselves, obviously the very thing you want to do is like rip the knife out of whatever to stop them. But you know, you need to kind of accept in yourself while you're helping someone like that sometimes it is okay, because it is not just something that can be changed overnight. So, but yeah, I can't remember everything there, but there was a whole bunch of tips of things that people themselves can do. Or that you can help as an you can do as an outsider or as a friend. But I believe mostly it was just try to distract them with things. Talk or listen. Plan something for the near future. I believe that was the most important things you could do. I sit on my bed and look through the window. It's a bit cloudy currently, but it looks like it's going to clear up later. After completing my daily routine and eating breakfast, I look at the clock. I should probably start heading out now. I pull out my phone and send a text to Yuri. I'm glad I remembered to get her number before I left. I'm making my way over to your house now. Are you almost ready? Hopefully today will be nice and easy. I think Yuri deserves to have a normal day for once. I don't expect her to bring up her cutting, nor do I plan on bringing it up. What? Oh, I don't expect her to bring up her cutting, nor do I plan on bringing it up. I'm going to help her, but I have to wait for her to be ready to open up. Yeah, that's true. Bzzz. Yes, I'm ready. Perfect. I grab my wallet and keys, and then exit my house. But yeah, but by the way, don't take all of my advice too literally, because it has literally been like about a year since I read since I read those tips on that website. So if you want to have some tips or want to read more about it, I suggest you just Google it yourself. Because those websites that are designed for it are much more reliable than me, who has read it sometime last year. Of course. So, you know, do your own research. I arrive at Yuri's house and ring the doorbell. Immediately the door opens and Yuri steps out. Oh, you've got new clothes, and they're purple, because of course they are. Ah, they look nice. Hello, Mark. Have you been waiting by the door this entire time? Well, you said you were on your way, and... I know, but it's nearly a 10-minute walk from my house to yours. If you were ready a long time ago, you could have texted me and I could have gotten here faster. No, it must have slipped my mind. Anyway, shall we go? Yes, let's go. Yuri beams at me. A pleasant sight to see after such horrendous few days. Hey, I know this downtown. We walk until we make it to the downtown area. This is the part of town full of all sorts of restaurants, shops and clubs. You name it, it's here. Street performers and beggars also line the sidewalk on occasion. You walk by a guy strumming an acoustic guitar. And now here's Wonderwall. Yuri and I speed up our pace a bit. I believe the cafe is just at the end of the block. Sure enough, we finally arrive at the cafe and step inside. What the fuck? First of all, haven't I seen this before? It looks slightly like the restaurant I took Sayori to at the end of Blue Skies, but a little bit different. And what the hell is that? Monika's eyes. The hair is of Sayori and Monika combined. That's Sayori's bow tie or bow. What the fuck is that monstrosity over there? It's like that's Monika's ultimate form, where she has combined all of the Dokis together in one gigantic monster. You stand in line and look over the menu above. Well, today's menu seems to be kind of blank. Well, Yuri, you're the tea expert. What do you recommend? There's so many kinds. I don't want to give you something you don't like. Relax, Yuri, I'm not super picky. Ah. Maybe I'll get the green tea. That's a fine choice, Mark. Perhaps I will have their ginseng tea. I have no idea what it is, but if Yuri is getting it, it must be good. I turn to Yuri to see she is talking to herself. Are you alright? Yes, I'm okay. I'm just rehearsing my order. What? You don't mentally prepare yourself how you're going to phrase your order before ordering? Yes, not every single time, but I do that sometimes. Actually, today I drove to a fast food place today, and to the drive-thru. And on my way there, I had already made up my mind what I was gonna say. It's not like I was reversing it, but I was making up my mind on what I was ordering, so it's kind of the same. I can say that I do, yes. Oh, this is very embarrassing. Now I've done it. I really need to get better at talking to girls. Hey, don't worry, I'm sure a lot of people practice their orders. Plus, I think it's kind of cute. What did you just... Next! That's us. How can I help you today? May I have a green tea? One green tea. The cashier writes down my order, then turns to Yuri. And what can I get you, ma'am? I guess I didn't let Yuri finish her rehearsal. I'll take the tea. The cashier stares blankly at Yuri. Ma'am, we have a lot of different kinds of tea. He points at... Oh, it's a guy! Oh, I thought it was a girl. Okay. He points at the menu behind him. Ah, of course, I'm sorry. The cashier, clearly uncomfortable, looks at me. Someone shouts from behind us. Can you hurry up already? Some of us have places to be. And I turn to see there's a notably large line behind us. I look over to Yuri, who's turned as pale as a ghost. Oh, hey! I have I have this choice again! I have the exact same choice like in Blue Skies. It was the exact same choice. Yeah, during Blue Skies, the correct one was order for Yuri, because I didn't want her to be embarrassed. So I will do it again. And so I'm back to the cashier. So you have a ginseng. What? How do you say? Ginseng or something. He writes the order down. One ginseng and one green tea. Will that be all? Yes, thank you. Are we not eating anything? I pay for our order, then escort Yuri to an empty table. I'm sorry. It's okay, Yuri, you don't have to apologize. But those people were clearly angry at me. But fuck them, they're angry at anyone. Assholes. I embarrassed you, didn't I? Yuri, look at me. It's okay, you didn't embarrass me. And who cares what those people think? If they want to be impatient and mad, then that's their own problem. Exactly. They can go fuck themselves. They'll probably like it. Don't care about those assholes. They don't have no idea what you're going through, Yuri. They wouldn't last a fucking afternoon. I can guarantee you 100%. Those types of people, they won't even last one single afternoon going through all of the things that you're going through on a daily basis, Yuri. There's no way in hell. I don't believe it for a second that they will last longer than one afternoon. So stick that in your pocket, Yuri. Don't worry about what other people think. Also, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have distracted you while you were practicing your order. Thank you for ordering for me. Don't mention it. The waiter comes by and hands us our tea. Anyways, let's enjoy... What? Anyways, let's enjoy... Mark, can you stop saying that? Saying what? Anyways. The proper term is anyway. Anyway is an adverb. Thusly cannot be plural. Oh, okay, I didn't even know that. Okay. So anyways is wrong. Okay. I actually now that I see that, I actually do that also. Well, that's maybe not as abruptly or as angrily as Yuri just did, but or like so snappy. But I do that. I do that too. Fixing grammar mistakes, but not in English. Well, it's a couple times, but my English grammar is not as good as my. Well, my English grammar is rather decent, to be quite honest, but it's not the best or anything. For example, I didn't even know that anyways was wrong, but I'd mostly do it with Dutch grammar. And while anyways may technically be a word, it's often used in colloquial language and is very informal. I'm sorry, I guess? I didn't mean to sound rude or anything. It's just... Did I just raise my voice again? I'm sorry, Yuri! You guys... No, that's what you should do. Like, do exactly the same that Yuri did. Like, stop saying anyway, always. Anyways? Yeah, anyways, yeah. I'm sorry, Yuri! Stop saying you're sorry! And then laugh and, you know, like... It's fine, I appreciate you informing me on how not to sound informal. Oh, you're welcome. Now let's enjoy our tea before it gets cold. Good idea. We start to drink our tea in silence. Lot of silence. I should strike up a conversation to break the awkward tension. So, Yuri, what made you join the literature club? You know, before it went to hell. Well, if I'm being honest, it was to meet people with similar interests as me. I thought maybe perhaps I could find people who had an equal fascination in storytelling. I also hoped it would maybe help me not feel so secluded from the outside world. Maybe it could be a starting point to become more comfortable with human contact. Makes it sound like you're an alien, Yuri. I suppose it didn't exactly work out that way, however. Well, that's Monika's fault. Well, I wouldn't say that exactly. I mean, you met me, right? And I believe you and Natsuki, despite your differences, have become a little closer. I suppose you're right. And Sayori, don't forget about Sayori. Think of it this way, Yuri. As much as I hate to say it, if it weren't for Monika and the literature club, we wouldn't be sitting here sharing a cup of tea together right now. Again, you're right. Of course I am. I lean back in my seat and rest my hands behind my head. I'm always right. Yuri and I share a small laugh. I guess in the end I accomplished my goal and made friends. As we sip our tea, an idea strikes me. Light bulb. Huh? Yuri, do you want to visit Sayori? Sayori? Yeah, yesterday she seemed really down because you weren't there. Well, I don't want her feeling blue. I would love to pay Sayori a visit. Great, she'll be happy to see both of us. Why do I get a feel like that she won't be happy to see both of us? I hope that she is already, you know what usually happens in the weekend. We finish our tea and head towards Sayori's house. Alright, I'm gonna end it off here. Hope everyone's enjoyed the video. Click the like button if you did. Subscribe to join the Roman army and I'll see you in the next one. See you, the Romans. Volete.